What's going on, American truckers? Welcome to Trucking with Old Snapper, and I am Old Snapper. I hope all of you out there are doing well today. In this video here, we're going to talk about the trucking boycott. We're going to talk about statements that the governor of New York may or may not have said. We're going to talk about whether the boycott's happening or not, what New York's response to the boycott was, and if they're still messing with Trump or not. We're going to get into all that in this video right here. And then at the end, I'll give a little bit of my personal opinion about the situation here and the protest. Now, first, there was a picture or a meme or whatever you want to call it that popped up on the internet made by a trucker that made a claim that the governor of New York said that a protest against New York City was a protest against migrants, and that truckers who participated in the protest would lose their houses and their cars and all that kind of stuff, that they would seize it or whatever. It was an ingenious move by the trucker who made the meme because it went viral. I mean, that was absolutely genius on his part. But the governor of New York has made a statement publicly in an interview with CBS that they never made that statement, nor was it true. And so that's pretty much false. It's just a meme that a trucker made up to stir the pot, and it was successful. But it's not true. The governor of New York never said that. Now, what was New York's response? All right, because just days after it was announced that there would be a protest of New York and truckers would start refusing loads, New York City didn't back off from Trump. They actually doubled down on it. They demanded payment, not granting a stay to wait for the appellate court on the appeal that Trump filed. They want their money, and they want it right now, and they're demanding their payment from Trump. So they didn't back off of Trump at all. They didn't care. They probably assumed there wouldn't be a trucker boycott, and we're going to get into that here later in this video. As you've probably seen, I've been putting up comments throughout this video. And these are comments that came from different posts and different things across my social media platform to see what was being said by people that were from there. I also ran New York City Dedicated at one time, and I know a lot of people that run that area up there. I got some friends that still work for Stevens, and they deliver up there quite a bit. And I've been calling around now for the past few days trying to figure out what was going on, whether New York City's really suffering, whether trucks are really refusing loads going in there, what's happening in New York City. Because I don't deliver there anymore, so I can't go see it with my own eyes, and I'm not going to take a load going there to go find out. But knowing other people that do, I was able to do that. And unfortunately, the feedback I was getting is that there's no slowdown of trucks going into New York City. That if there is a boycott going on, New York City can't tell it. There's a steady flow of trucks in and out. Everything seems normal. Personally, I really feel like that a lot of the people that said that they were going to participate in it never went there anyway. I still don't understand why everyone wanted to boycott them and not Georgia. In my opinion, if you're going to boycott New York City, you need to boycott Georgia too. But I don't think there was ever a boycott of New York City. Chicago Ray himself even recanted what he said and took his video down. So he's backed up off of it too. So it's sad, but it looks like another failed trucker protest. Now, I fully believe that if truckers wanted to protest, they could. And truckers could make a huge impact on whatever they wanted to protest. But in my time in trucking, protests have not been successful. I haven't seen not one trucking protest in my time in trucking that was successful here in the United States. I've seen a lot of talk. There's been a lot of talk about protests. Heck, about every 6 months, there's a talk about a protest. We tried to copy Canada when they did what they did. We failed at that one too. There's not enough organization in trucking to get truckers to shut down. And truckers are more worried about a dollar than they are about their morals or what's right or wrong or anything like that. So it's really difficult to get people that are in that mode to shut down. Not only that, but you can take 10 truckers, put them in a room, and ask a question. You're going to get 10 different answers. It's very difficult to get truck drivers to agree on anything. We don't even agree on the most basic of things. So to try to organize a mass protest that would cause a shutdown and affect a city or a town or a state would be pretty near next to impossible. I mean, if truckers were going to protest, they would have been protesting California a long time ago. California's been hard on truckers since I've been in trucking, and that's never happened. And that's why I said in an earlier video that I kind of wish truckers would quit threatening to protest, because it just never happens. So when we say we're going to protest, that doesn't hold any weight. Nobody worries about it because they know it's not going to happen. It's not going to be successful. Now, there's a bunch of people that wish that it would. I personally wish that everybody did refuse loads into New York City, because I don't agree with what happened up there with Trump. And I personally wish people would have refused loads to go there and shut down to make a point, make a statement that we're tired of the corruption. But it didn't happen, and it's not going to. So even though I support it and I wished it would have happened, I can't get on here and make a video and say, hey, it's happening, New York City shutting down, and post pictures of empty store shelves from back when the pandemic was going on, because that's what some people did. Some people got online, tried to claim that their shelves were empty and truckers weren't going in there, and they were posting pictures of empty shelves from New York City. But if you research those pictures, they go back to the pandemic. None of them are from this right here, right now. Unfortunately, this is just another failed trucker protest that didn't amount to anything but some talk, and that was it, with a whole lot of nonsense in it. But even though it failed, I do support my brothers and sisters out there, support all the drivers out there. I did have high hopes for this, although reality and recent history has told me that nothing would probably come of it. And of course, nothing came of it. Well, that's what I had to report. Y'all take care, stay safe. Remember, we are all family out here, and let's keep trucking.